Seen just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Now a play fake, Brady. And a first look up with the tall pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Brady now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. On play action, now Brady. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Baltimore.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
Brady's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7. Ravens.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Bad enough. He's got a man. Complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They run with Taylor, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Marcus.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
49, guys. Mike, 49. And I'm coming after you. 19, Tiger. Kill, turn up.
Now it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The give to Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
From midfield, here's Brady. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. Taylor. And some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 5. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And make it now a pair of touchdowns for the big man out of the backfield.
I'm not sure this was in the game plan, but boy, it's working to perfection. And I know one person has a big grin on his face now, and that's that big guy who's found his way into the end zone twice in this game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now left side on the swing pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
It's a part of that. 49 to Mike. Mark 49. Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the...
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z. And
now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 2-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Baltimore.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Brady. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
For the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The reason we ball for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 52. Check.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively.
I think we've seen this before. someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted, and you can tell. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Ravens.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 61 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it always hit. The ball's out. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Bengals 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike it.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
44-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
K1 short.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Mike 8. Check.
They'll give it to Mixon, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Bengals 21. Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just pull them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
4-yard line.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Now Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Joe Mixon. Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.